It's probably pretty funny to sort of like take the position where you're actually supposed to sort of like remember and ponder things that you've done, rather than what you do in an interview. Sort of like you tell the basic facts about this album coming out or this tour being on.
It was different. I can say that, you know, it's kind of like a bittersweet thing, because it was at the same time the most draining thing I ever done to write a book. You know, it was fun, but at the same time it was, you know, I canceled the book 3 times and called them up that, you know, because it's kind of like, you know, you got to go like all in, I think, if you want to have like, you know, do an autobiography, because I wanted it to be kind of like not so, I don't know, sometimes I say not so American, because sometimes, you know, rock American, it's all about, you know, the limousines, you know, it's trucks and it's Jack Daniels and stuff. I mean, there's parts in my book as well, but it's never about the day after when you feel like shit and you know, the bottle is gone and you wake up in an old fucking Ford Taunus in the backseat and freezing, and you know, I wanted to have like, you know, like an honest book, you know, not so widely spread legs, so to say. You know?
Yeah, and I mean it's I must admit that I'm very bad at reading books about musicians these days, because most of them tend to be this sort of like you know, hero graphics rather than biographies, where you know, everything is explained that in a manner that suits best the central character of the book, or then they are written by fans who just want to think that that particular hangover was so creative that it was all worth the suffering and blah blah blah. But at the same time, I understand those books in terms of being very easy on the person that they are telling about, whereas your book, you really go deep and you are being very honest and straight about things in your life that I mean, if I would have to write an biography of my own in that honest manner, I doubt if I'd be able to, because there are things that must have been pretty sort of like you know, hurting stuff. Yeah,
it was a lot of like, I felt, you know, I went down in some, you know, deep, you know, it was. But, you know, at the same time, and it was also weird because I had to look at myself in like a third person. He was really schizophrenic in one way, because I'm calling the guy Tor and I was like, we got this part got to go. I can't have this in the book. And he's like, no, it's a great story. Yeah, but I don't want to have it. But then he's like, well, let's say that this was about Ace Frehley in Kiss or Keith Richards. Don't you want to read about that? And I was like, yeah.
Asenne on rock. Radio Rock.